This is Radio Nepal. I'm Dila Prasai with the news, the headlines first. Ruling coalition nearing consensus on seat sharing for November 20 elections. Prime Minister Singh Durbar urges all to campaign against human trafficking. And waterborne diseases on the rise in Pakistan's flood-affected areas. Now the news in detail. The ruling coalition of 5 political parties held a thorough discussion on seat allocations for the upcoming elections to the federal and provincial parliaments slated for November 20. The top leaders of the ruling parties met at Prime Minister's official residence in Balwatar on seat allocation. Chairperson of Janata Samajwadi Party Upendra Yadav informed broad discussion was held among the top leaders to finalize the number of seat sharing. Chairperson Yadav added that the discussion had reached near the conclusion. Earlier, for the total 165 seats, Nepali Congress had claimed 100, CPN Marist Centre 60, CPN Unified Socialist 40, Janata Samajwadi Party Nepal 32 and Janamorcha Party 2. Prime Minister Singh Durbar has said that human trafficking is disgrace for a civilized society. At a program on my party's commitment against human trafficking organized by Mighty Nepal yesterday, Prime Minister Durbar said that the government was committed to fulfilling the commitments made by the country at the national and international forum in the fight against human trafficking. Prime Minister Durbar said human trafficking was crime against humanity while appealing to all to join the campaign against human trafficking. The lawmakers in the second meeting of the National Assembly discussed the Nepal Citizenship First Amendment Bill 2022. The meeting deliberated the report of the Legislation Management Committee on the Citizenship Bill that was presented at the National Assembly by Home Minister Balkrishna Khad. The Upper House parliamentarians stressed the need for forwarding the bill at the earliest, as the bill was brought to provide citizenship to descendants of citizens by birth. The Impeachment Recommendation Committee recorded the statement of suspended Chief Justice Cholendra Samsay Rana yesterday as well. The committee started taking statement from Rana on Wednesday. Impeachment Recommendation Committee member and lawmaker Rekha Sharma said suspended Chief Justice Rana raised the question over the impartiality of the Recommendation Committee. Suspended Chief Justice Rana is said to have been skeptical as the lawmakers who proposed the impeachment motion were also included in the committee. The suspended Chief Justice, in course of giving his statement, said he was not to be blamed due to unilateral accusations. The committee set 43 questions for recording his statement. Another committee member and Nepali Congress whip Min Vishwakarma said the statement given by an individual impeached by the parliament was normal. The Impeachment Recommendation Committee has again called Rana on Sunday for recording his statements. President Bidyadevi Bhandari honored female doctors who made significant contributions to Nepal's medicine and health service sectors. At a function organized by Nepal Medical Association at President's office in Sheetal Niwas yesterday, President Bhandari honored 5 female doctors with the Women in Medicine Lifetime Award and 10 female doctors with the Women in Medicine Award. President of Nepal Medical Association, Dr. Lochin Karki, appreciated the role played by female doctors during the crisis, including the COVID-19 pandemic and the earthquake. Finance Minister Janardhan Sharma has instructed the Bima Samiti, the insurance board, to expand the insurance coverage to far-flung areas. Inaugurating the board's provincial office in Surkhet amid a program yesterday, Finance Minister Sharma urged it to ensure access of people from outlying areas to the insurance facility. He said the establishment of the Insurance Board's province office aims to decentralize its rights to the province level, and now its presence should not be just centered in the urban areas. According to the minister, the expansion of insurance coverage to villages is also a dimension of federalism. He also highlighted the urgent need for visiting rural areas with insurance literacy program. Approximately 300,000 security personnel will take up security responsibilities during the elections of the House of Representatives and Province Assembly. The Nepal Police has planned to mobilize 71,693 police personnel and 115,000 temporary police for the election purpose. Likewise, the Nepal Army is internally prepared to depute 71,000 workforces as in the past, and the Armed Police Forces to mobilize 35,000 workforces. Similarly, over 200 personnel will be there in the election from the National Investigation Department. According to the security officials, a total of 294,000 is the tentative number of security forces to be mobilized for the election purpose. You're listening to Radio Nepal 8 AM English News Bulletin. We continue with the international updates now. Pakistani health officials have reported an outbreak of waterborne diseases in areas hit by recent record-breaking floods as authorities step up efforts to ensure the provision of clean drinking water to hundreds of thousands of people who lost their homes in the disaster. Diarrhea, skin diseases, and eye infections are spreading at relief camps set up by the government across the country. More than 90,000 diarrhea cases were reported from one of the worst hit provinces, Sindh, in the past 24 hours, according to a report released by the health officials on Thursday. The latest development comes a day after the government and the World Health Organization raised concerns over the spread of waterborne diseases among flood victims. Pakistan blames climate change for unusually early and heavy monsoon rains, which since June have caused flash floods that have killed nearly 1,200 people and affected 33 million people. About 1 million homes have also been damaged or destroyed. Now the general weather forecast for the country for today. Forecasting division says the weather is likely to be partly to generally cloudy throughout the country. Light to moderate rain with thunder and lightning is possible at some places of the country. Chances of heavy rainfall at 1 or 2 places of the Gandaki province, Lumbini province and Sudur Paschim province. Kathmandu's weather report now. Maximum temperature of 27.8 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature of 20.8 degrees Celsius. With this news, we have come to the end of this bulletin, but before we wrap up the headlines once again. Ruling coalition nearing consensus on seat sharing for November 20 elections. Prime Minister Sherbadu Dioba urges all to campaign against human trafficking. And waterborne diseases on the rise in Pakistan's flood-affected areas. Well, that's all that we have for this edition. Our next English news edition is at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website www.radionepal.gov.np for more news and online programs. Stay tuned, stay safe, and have a good day.